So what you said makes me think about the importance of our network, surrounding yourself with the right people who can present you with
Yeah.
opportunities or help you make meaningful connections.
Yeah.
What is one of the tips that you can offer the audience on networking?
Such a huge part, I think, of business, of leadership. I think first of all, we have to think about networking as building relationships. And so we've all been at networking events where, hey, I'm here to connect with people. I have a pocket full of business cards or something. I want to make sure I connect with people. But I think when we think about relationships rather than simple networking, it gives us the ability to make deeper connections. So I go to an event. First of all, I'm going to welcome myself. I belong here. I'm supposed to be here. So no matter how big the group is, whether there's billionaires or millionaires or very influential people that are in the room, and that may not be my present reality, I'm coming in, I'm welcoming myself, and I'm saying I belong here. I'm also looking at the opportunity of not just being somebody who gets, but man, what can I give? I can contribute something. I can add something to the conversation. And so if I think about networking as building relationships, if I look at networking as I belong here no matter what the stage or platform is, and I'm not just looking to get, I'm looking to give, I'm looking to listen as well as share. I think those are some principles that can be helpful for all of us whenever we're out and about moving and shaking.
That is wonderful advice. The I belong here, I felt that because when I go to networking events, sometimes it's like, "Ugh, I don't want to be here because I don't belong here because these people
Hmm.
don't look like me. These people don't talk like me. These people don't have the same lived experience I have." And sometimes I feel like, oh, it's going to be challenging for me to make connections with people. And I don't want to fake laugh and fake smile, right? Because
Hmm.
sometimes that's how people perceive networking. You're going to an event, it's a big room full of people. You don't want
Hmm.
to be there to begin with, and you have to force yourself
Hmm.
to smile. That's
Hmm.
how I view it. I know some people in the room feel me. If you feel me, let me know in the comments. So I really like the perspective that you gave. And then also, what can I give to the situation?
Yeah.
Because so many people
Let
are
me just
honestly selfish.
let me add this one other thing. I think networking isn't just at the event. I think we have to look at networking and building relationships wherever we go. So I'm going to tell you a quick story about this. I'm a voracious book reader, and so I love to read. There's a book that I read on Pixar and Steve Jobs. Finished the book, great read, and on my Amazon Kindle there was a recommendation for a book called Black Founder, and so it was written by a gentleman, black man by the name of Stacy Spikes, the head of the Urban World Film Festival, a co-founder of MoviePass, a guy who's worked at Motown, done some pretty significant things in media, in tech, in music, in film. Extraordinary man. Read the book, was blown away by it, and was just so encouraged. So you know what? I said I'm going to give my man some love, and so I was getting ready to send him a message on I think LinkedIn, and I felt, and I'm a person that believes that we can be guided by providence. For those of us that have a faith practice, guided by God, but I felt like instead of sending a message to him, I was supposed to do a video. And so I did a video, 90-second video saying, hey, man, I loved your book. Here are some things that I thought that were really impactful to me. And I just want to say thank you for writing it. Sent it to him. And about a day or two later, he responded and said, hey, man, thank you so much for reading my book. Loved your video. I sent it to our team. Everybody loved it. After that, we started a little bit of a conversation. I invited him to be a part of my event, Futurecast, and he was based in New York because my event is based in New York. He came down. We gave his book away to all the attendees. He then asked me to be a part of his event, the Urban World Film Festival, and I was as one of the jurors, and I was a part of his innovation summit, and we did a panel on film and below the line diversity inclusion in terms of who's behind the camera and not just who's in front of the camera. This year, we're doing a co-branded event at his Urban World Film Festival, and all of that happened because I reached out to give. He actually called me this morning when I was on my morning exercise and walk, and he was saying, "Hey, man, I'm reading your book. I love what you've written." And we just had maybe a 10 or 15-minute conversation about it. None of those things happen if I didn't read a book, send a video right before I was going to go have lunch and have some Caesar salad with chicken on top. I just was going to give. And so networking, building relationships is not just about the event. I really look at it as a lifestyle. How can I look to encourage folks? How can I look to invest in other people when I'm out and about? Because some of the most amazing things occur just when we're moving through life in our ordinary world.